Hello, everyone, and welcome to Session 3 of the Global Black Feminist Reading Circle. My name is Randie Henderson, and I am one of the Black Feminist Reading Circle members of this online group. This session runs from January 20th until June 2nd and includes 2 week-long breaks. Our democratically selected reading material is Harriet A. Washington's book, Medical Apartheid, The Dark History of Medical Experimentation on Black Americans from Colonial Times to the Present. Our book group meets each Tuesday evening from 6:30 to 8 on the Google Plus Hangouts on Air platform. You may find the Global Black Feminist Reader Circle on Google Plus, YouTube, and Facebook, and always feel free to join us in reading our story together.
Welcome everyone to the Global Black Feminist Reading Circle. We are here on Google Plus each Tuesday evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are currently in Session 3, reading our 3rd book, Medical Apartheid, The Dark History of Medical Experimentation on Black Americans from Colonial Times to the Present. And you can learn more about us at our community page on Google Plus. or our archived videos on YouTube or on our Facebook page. This session is running through June 16th, 2015, which means we are coming on down the road. And tonight, we are going to be reading Chapter 13, Infection and Inequity, Illness as a Crime. My name is Michelle Odom. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Reading Circle, along with Randie Danielle Henderson, and I'm located in Brooklyn, New York.
Hello, my name is Randie and I am watching from Atlanta. And I'm again happy to see everybody tonight.
My name is Venita Walker and I'm joining you from Connecticut. Welcome to the Global Black Feminist Reading Circle.
Hey everyone.
Adhere.
I'm Georgette Moses, participating from Columbia, South Carolina. And I'm glad my power came back on. So I can join you all.
Yes, hi everyone. Hope you're feeling well. I'm calling you from Utah. Oh, I'm Kim Brandon, and I'm in New York also.
I'm Joel Jones from Charleston, South Carolina. How's everybody doing?
We good.
Good.
Summary. In Chapter 13, author Harriet A. Washington offers an overview of public health responses to two major contagions, tuberculosis and HIV/AIDS. She highlights the ways in which these responses have played out very differently for African Americans and our children than for whites, including use of containment therapy or hospital imprisonment to force victims to adhere to a particular schedule of medication, the use of Black babies and children as research subjects to discover vaccines and cures when they have been orphaned or come under control of the state, and lack of interest in drugs that appear to primarily hold promise for Blacks. She includes examples to illustrate how biased research, inequitable and inhumane policies, and dangerous abuse of powers have shaped the uncomfortably close relationship between African Americans and infectious disease. Unhealthy places and decadent times infect us by their contagion. Okay, so question number 3, would somebody like to volunteer to read that?
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Funding may also factor in some decisions to monitor patients closely or to confine them to hospital units, because health institutions earn more from patients undergoing DOT, which is directly observed therapy, or forced hospital treatment than for voluntary patients. For example, in 1992, Medicaid paid only $38.82 per patient per week for routine doctor visits by the patient. $5.90 when a worker visited the patient's home for DOT. Hospitals could receive grants as much as $50 to build DOT programs.
50,000.
Sorry, 50,000. Between 1988 and 1991, New York ordered 33 TB patients held in hospitals against their will. Some 79% of these cases were African American. TB is spread in crowded corridors where poor people generally don't have access to good health care. Does this completely explain why 79% were African American?
I would say yes. It does explain it. because there's so much poverty in the Black community. And so poverty includes crowded conditions and unhealthy living conditions and all of that. So, yeah.
For me personally, I didn't think that it explained it because you do have situations where there are other poor people crowded in, and they were not forced to go through some sort of hospital imprisonment. So I was wondering why, the poor people are poor people,
Right.
Black or white, but why are the numbers so high in our community? And I think that some of that has to do with, racism. That if you're going to imprison someone in the hospital, let it be, us once again.
Right.
That was my thought. And so, and I'm sorry the question is worded so awkwardly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was struggling with 79%. Okay, there are other nationality of folks that just by tradition live 20 deep.
Mm-hmm.
Not because they're just poor, just by tradition live 20 deep. So why is it, who took these stats? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and it has to be some form of racism. Are we the only folks that have TB that are living in crowded quarters? Are we the only people living in crowded quarters? I don't think so. You have a lot of poor white folks living in double wide trailers with 25 people in them. I mean, so it has to be, we're targeted for these involuntary confinements.
Thank you. Anybody else before we move on? All right.